Google has done it again and created a very compelling new capability that they are dubbing the Video Intelligence API. And there's a couple different ways to gather data from this. This video is going to be talking about feature detection, which is essentially understanding what objects show up in a video. This script that I wrote is going to show you how to take any video and superimpose all the labels and annotations that the API picks up into the video so that you can see them show up in real time. This is a really powerful new feature because it essentially allows programs to become context aware and understand the nature of what's actually happening within their media content. Because really, when has given AI more power ever proven to be a bad thing?
Online, I need more power.
It may be intelligent, it may even be sentient. This is not well. Shut it down.
Shut it down?
Anyways, let's get started. Okay, so what this script does that I wrote is it takes a video and it calls the Google Vision API to get back the list of objects that are contained within the video. And it creates a new video with those labels superimposed over the video at the time when those objects come into the frame. And as they are removed from the frame, the labels will go away. So you get this sort of real-time annotation effect. I'll just step through the script real quick. So this is a Node.js script. We're going to use the Video Intelligence package here. And the key thing to look at is this request payload here, because the Video Intelligence API has a number of different configurable parameters. I have found though that these are this is kind of the sweet spot here. And the main thing is to use frame mode and also to use a remote URI. You could pass the video to the API via like a local buffer, but it's not going to be as performant because you have to send that. You have to essentially upload the data as part of this. But if you upload the video to a Google Cloud Storage bucket, the API has wider pipes to connect with the bucket and transmit that data. So it just expedites the entire process here. So that's why I chose to do input URI that is on a Google Cloud Storage bucket, and we'll walk through that. And then basically we get the labels, and the way the labels come back is very, very confusing. So what my function does is it just creates an array where each element in the array represents a second of time in the video. So if your video is 5 seconds long, then the final annotation array is just going to have 5 indexes, and each index will be a list of the labels. So at second 1, it might say car, dog, sun, and then at second 2, it might say dog, sun, grasshopper, and so forth for the entire video. And what that lets you do is take those labels and add those to the video for the correct timestamps of the video. And that's exactly what I do with this this section of code here. I created a function called label video that essentially just interfaces with the FFMPEG package, and it will go through that process of adding the labels to the video. Keep in mind that depending on the size of the video, 1080p, 4K, etc., this script will take longer to execute, and it could take like 30 minutes. It could even take an hour. So just keep that in mind. Now, if you just want the labels and you don't want to do the annotation of the video, then just comment out this section here. Like you might want to do a dry run with this commented out just to get the labels and see, are these intuitive? Are these somewhat accurate? I have found that the Intelligence API is actually very, very good, but you might want to get a quick readout of that before you start writing a new video. And if you lower the quality of the video, that will increase that will decrease the execution time of this script. So let's get started here. I'm just going to pull open my command line, and let's create a little workspace here. So I'm going to do demo. I'm going to create a directory. Wow, I cannot command right now. All right, make dir demo, and then we're going to go into demo, and let's go ahead and download our repo via GitHub, via Git. So I'm just grabbing the URL here. All those links are in the description, so you should be good. We're going to do git clone, and then we will pull down this repo. And let's navigate into it. And then I like using VS Code. If you want to open the entire directory in VS Code, just do code dot, and that will open up as a new workspace. And we can go from there. The main file is this index.js. I'm going to open a terminal, and this is a Node project. So what we want to do first is NPM Install, and that's going to download all the dependencies. So one thing you might have to do is install FFMPEG. If you get an error with that keyword in it, that's probably what's going on. There'll be slightly different processes for Windows versus Mac, but on Mac it should be as easy as brew install FFmpeg, and you can just run this right in the terminal like that. Okay, and so the next thing we want to do is we want to take our video and upload it to cloud storage. So I'm going to navigate over to GCP. We're going to go into cloud storage. And we'll just do it kind of from scratch here. I'm going to create a bucket. And there's nothing special that we need to do for the bucket. Let's just call this Video Intelligence. And then again, no special requirements here. It will be a private bucket. That is okay. Okay. And now the video that we want to upload is going to be, let's see here. I have a video called outside.mp4. Okay, so this is the video that we're going to run the analysis on. Lots of examples of objects to be discerned from this. So I have this this video outside.mp4. If you run the script and it throws an error that says invalid, like I think it's invalid parameter or something like that, try converting your video file to the correct MP4 type. What I did was I added some commands here, and this command here is the conversion that I'm talking about. So the first parameter is your video in its current format, and just convert it to another MP4. Like say you have a .move, or say you even have an MP4 that's giving you trouble, use this command here. This will cast it to the correct codec. And let's go ahead and upload our video. So outside.mp4. Okay, our video is up and running. This is the URL we want, the gsutil URI. And what we want to do is plug it in to our payload here as the input URI. And we'll do Command S to save that. Okay, so let's, we have to create a service account, unfortunately, because we're using the Video Intelligence package, and there's an authentication component to that. So we're going to go over to Identity and Access Management, and we are going to navigate over to Service Accounts. We're going to do Create Service Account, Video Intelligence Demo. This is where, you know, it's unfortunate. I didn't see any role related to the Video Intelligence API, so I don't know if I'm missing something. You know, I don't know. So we're going to just do quick access basic owner. It's not the best practice, because if someone gets a hold of this, they're essentially a super user. So just be vigilant about where you store this. But I couldn't find another applicable role. So anyways, let's continue on. Update, that's fine. Continue, Okay, so now we have the service account called Video Demo, and we need to download the credentials. So we're going to go to Manage Keys, Add Key, JSON, Should prompt to download video intelligence service account.json. Excellent. So let's come over to our script here. And then if we look back over at commands, the way we actually execute this script is we use NPM start, but we define a variable before. And the variable is setting an environmental variable equal to the location of our service account credentials. Let's go ahead and run this. So I put my, my file in here, and so I'm going to run the command from over here that's referencing my service account. So it should print that array first, and then it'll go ahead and start editing the video. So it's a super short video here. It's only 3 seconds long, and you can start to see the labels here that are printed out in this array here. So now it's going to take those labels and actually superimpose those over the video, and then we will be able to inspect the final video. And just so you know, like, it creates 2 videos and it kind of iterates back and forth because it needs a new and an old, and it can't use the same video. So one of these will end up being the final video, and I'll show you how to determine that. Okay, so the script finished. So if we pull open that directory, to find which video the final video is, all we have to do is just look at the modification dates. So this tells me that processing 1 is the final video, and we could just confirm, and you can see those are the labels showing up, so that looks good. If you like this video and you're hacking on stuff like this, but maybe have some issues, just keep in mind that I offer micro consulting. A lot of people have been hitting me up through that, and I've had a lot of successes. We've done like site migrations and kind of some bespoke work. So that is available to you in the description below. Thanks for listening.